Democrats at this point are historically divided. It is a complete and utter mess. It is messier than a hoarder's basement. What are we talking about here? The national early poll leader, 25% plus. Normally that's where Democrats are. Biden was at 25% plus in 2020. Hillary Clinton was in 08 and 16. Gore was in 00 and 04. At this particular point, there is no one in the Democratic race for president who's polling at 25% plus. The water is quite warm. If you're a Democrat potentially thinking about running in 2028, jump right in, because at this point, there is no front runner.
What do you think? Is that because how people view the Democratic Party right now, is that contributing to this?
Yeah, I think that is in large part of what's going on, is one of the reasons why there is no front runner. Nobody wants to put anybody up at the top of their ballot list, is because at this particular point, the Democratic brand is in the basement. It is total and complete garbage in the mind of the American public. The Democratic Party's net favorable rating, record lows in all three. Wall Street Journal, 30 points underwater. CNN, 26 points underwater. Gallup, 26 points underwater. And that is being driven in large part by discontent within the Democratic base. The Democratic base wants something different. We'll ultimately end up seeing who they choose. It'll be quite the thing who ultimately gets the rose.
Yes, sir.
Guys, this is really funny because it's CNN that's actually destroyed the Democratic Party. I was not expecting this coming. It's funny how this young man said they're in the basement now. They are scared of coming out because it's during Joe Biden era and Kamala Harris that actually caused the shit for Democrats. They actually ruined that party by their policy and by hiding things from America.
He's just a vile creature. The worst thing on the face of the earth. But anyway.
You think he's the worst thing on the face of the earth?
I do, yeah. I do.
Why is that?
Because he's the President of the United States and he does not honor the Constitution of the United States. In fact, he's turned the Supreme Court into a rogue court. He's abolished the House of Representatives. He's chilled.
This Pelosi woman, she's a shame. Like, the way she hates Trump. This is no longer political beef anymore. This is called hatred. The way she hates Trump, and I love how CNN actually tackled her and said, why that? Why is that? Why is he the worst president ever? Why? She just hates this man with a lot of passion. And she keep on blaming him for everything wrong in America. During Joe Biden era, she said nothing.
You say that Republicans are being cruel, but it's also true that you just have to vote yes, and 4 other Democratic senators have to vote yes, and the government will be reopened. And Elizabeth and 800,000 constituents of yours in New Jersey will, at least in the short term, not go without food.
Well, you see the choice that the Republicans are trying to force here. Choose between New Jersey's health insurance and health coverage or feeding New Jerseyans. This is a cruel choice that they're trying to make.
I feel like Republicans have been tricky. This is one of the most longest government shutdown in history. And Democrats are acting like it does not matter. They are the one winning, whereas it's not looking like that to the people.
It's on Republicans to figure this out. They control the House, the Senate, and the White House.
No, but let me.
And so I'm not going to sit here
But you're in the House,
yeah.
But you know in the Senate, there's a 60-vote threshold. The president is calling for that, the nuclear option, to get rid of that. And I hear you're saying Republicans are making a choice. Democrats are also making a choice.
Every single time, from Hakeem Jeffries to Pelosi to Jasmine Crockett to AOC, they're always blaming, even Chuck Schumer, they're always blaming every single thing at the Republicans, at Trump, every time. But they don't take accountability for their own actions, for their own words. Even Gavin Newsom, he's always blaming everything, every time, at the Republicans. So why is the government not open? Because Democrats have voted 14 times now for the government to be shut down. 14 times. This is the 35th day government's being shut down. It is alarming. Chuck Schumer is acting like they are the one winning, that nothing is wrong. I love how CNN is actually tackling them. Like, I love how they are voicing out now to tell them, you guys are also the issue. You guys don't want to vote yes to it. You guys don't want to accept the fact that Republicans also want the government house to be open. But you guys, Democrats, does not want that.